Hey everyone, Ollie here. So this is another video that's based on a newsletter post I did a few months back. If you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, highly recommend it. I'll leave a link to it down in the description. So basically, I wanted to go through this idea of like sort of worrying about being clever, not taking that next step, and how sort of design made me, I guess, well, just helped me build multiple income streams. So one of the biggest insecurities that I had as a kid and as a teen was worrying about being clever, being told by family, friends, and seeing other people around me being clever, and just it sort of like weighing on you as a kid. It naturally happens, your parents want you to be successful. They want you to be a doctor, an engineer, lawyer, whatever it might be. People around you sort of very much put this pressure on you where you need to do something with your life. Understandably so, you don't want to grow up not doing anything. And it just comes at you from every single direction, right? And as a teen, especially as a teen, I remember I was just pretty tired of it, to be honest. I was sick of school. I hated school. I hated the rigidity of school. I didn't feel like I fit in. I didn't really enjoy school. I didn't do the best in exams either, even when I tried. It just wasn't an enjoyable experience. And seeing friends who are doing better than me and stuff, they were getting top grades in maths and science, just makes it even worse, because I'm like, what am I doing wrong? How can I really change this? And I just didn't know. But when I was around 15, 16, I ended up taking a class where you would basically learn Photoshop, learning how to make posters. We would also learn how to make animations. I can't remember what program we used, but basic animations and stuff, just more sort of like media, digital sort of stuff. And that's when I realized that I enjoyed this. I enjoyed doing design. I enjoyed this art. And at the same time, though, I didn't really think there was any money in it. I didn't really know anyone who was in design. I didn't really know anyone who was in art or anything like that. None of my family were. So yeah, for me, it kind of didn't even seem like it could be a career. It didn't seem like something I could make money from. So when I was around 16, 17, I think around 17 actually, 17, 18 maybe, I realized, okay, I need to start basically growing up, you could say. I need to start thinking about what I actually want to do. So I ended up taking IT, business and accounting, mainly because I thought I was going to become an accountant. Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't become an accountant, because yeah, that would have been absolutely terrible. I'm not saying that accountants are terrible, but just for me personally, I honestly, that's the most boring thing ever for me. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with being an accountant. I have an accountant myself for my businesses. We need accountant. Everyone needs accountants. It makes sense. But I'm just glad I didn't do it. And then in my late teens, I ended up getting a smartphone, my first smartphone. It was an Android smartphone. And naturally, I wanted to customize it. I wanted to make it look the way I wanted to make it look. Icons and wallpapers and app skins and stuff like that. I was doing all that sort of stuff. And then I realized I could see other people making money from icon packs and stuff. Why don't I just make my own icon packs and sell them? And that's what I did. It was a little bit of fun. I just thought, hey, let's just put it out there, see what happens. So that's what also led me into making my own blog, theultralinks.com. I don't post on it anymore. But yeah, that's sort of like first experience into doing anything sort of online based, internet based, having my own sort of corner of the internet, you could say. And I remember just posting up anything and everything on that website, just anything I found interesting. And then I started making money, and I was just like, wow, okay, I'm making money from this. And then that further evolved into me wanting to customize my website. So I ended up learning how to do web design. And then that even further evolved into doing client work, making websites for clients, and then also doing sort of Tumblr themes and stuff, which I've also previously discussed on the channel. And yeah, it's just sort of just evolved into me just having this little sort of passion for design when I was a teen. Not really thinking anything about it, not really realizing, I can make money from it. To then in my early 20s, just like my whole life changing, all because I learned how to basically design. And there was no proper career path. There was no sort of proper learning experience. It was just a matter of me just learning things as I go along. None of this required any sort of certification. It didn't require me to be good at exams. It didn't require me to have any sort of high-level academic education. I felt like I was the most average person ever, but because I was passionate about design, I was passionate about making money on the internet, I just took that extra step. I just took that extra sort of leap into doing it. Nobody was telling me to do it. Nobody was trying to guide me or anything like that. I kind of just did it because I thought it was interesting. And now that I'm 28 and I'm seeing sort of friends from school who were top level achievers, now they're doing jobs that they don't really like doing. Friends and people who I thought were going to be super successful, who are going to have really high paying jobs and really satisfying careers, you could say. And I realized sort of in my early 20s that I actually didn't need to worry about being clever. What was the most important thing was how I applied myself. The reason a lot of these friends and a lot of these people were good at school was because there was a structure. There was someone telling them what to do and how to do it and how to achieve what they needed to achieve. But as you grow up as an adult, as you become an adult, as like you get into your 20s, 30s, 40s, I think a lot of people realize, damn, like there's no one telling me what to do here. I have to figure it out myself. And unfortunately, a lot of people just don't. They're happy just to sort of go along with the flow. So I think the most important thing that I learned was taking that extra step. Most people just never ever take that extra step. So design ended up being something that completely transformed my life, completely changed my life, helped me build multiple income streams. And now, you know, I'd say I'm pretty comfortable. I'm doing pretty okay for someone my age. I'm 28 right now. And yeah, it seems to be working out quite well. So the next time maybe you feel like you're average or you're not good enough, just remember, as long as you keep taking those extra steps, as long as you keep taking those extra leaps, you know, because no one else is going to tell you to do it. No one else is going to tell you how to become better at something. You've got to figure it out yourself. As long as you take that extra step, you're going to be ahead of most people anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. For anyone who's interested in learning design and sort of UI design and stuff like that, I have a guide that I'm making right now with a friend. I'll leave a link to it if you guys are interested. No pressure at all. It's just for people who are interested in design. I'll leave a link to it down in the description. So I hope you guys enjoy this quick video. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and subscribe for more.